What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here in the shop again tonight. I'm a little tired. I've been up all day, but I got another job that I wanted to take care of before I went to bed, and I want to share this with you guys. I was out here yesterday doing a pre-trip on my truck. Sometimes I go over things a little more than what a normal person would do a pre-trip because you know, I'm the one driving this thing, and I'm the one that's going to be sitting on the side of the road when it breaks. And I'm going to show you what I found here. This is definitely a safety concern. And in fact, I think it, according to Google, could have or may have been recalled. I didn't ask when I ordered the new one if it was or not, but that's kind of irrelevant to me. I wasn't going to carry my truck somewhere and put it in the shop and all that. I just ordered the part. It was only a couple $100. Whatever. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to grab the steering shaft right here with my hand and rock it back and forth, and I want you to look at this steering drag link down here. You can see that right there where it goes on. You can see how much slack that is right there. It's got a little slack up here, but that there is less of concern. But this one here, if you notice the way it's positioned, when that gets wore out right there, this ball and socket can actually separate and allows this drag link to drop down off of where it attaches to your axle here. And that means that you cannot steer. You will have no way to steer when that disconnects, because that is the steering rod, the drag link right off the steering gearbox. And that's definitely a safety concern. Like I say, I think maybe it was recalled on some of these because it's not even greasable. It does not have a grease element in it on either end. So that was kind of a poor design from Volvo anyway, not being greasable. And the way it adjusts is, this one here is actually adjustable on this end as well. The new one I got is only adjustable on that end. But anyway, like I say, you need to check that out and make sure yours don't have slack in it like that, because if that comes loose, you're going to go on a ride that you don't want to go on, and hopefully you don't kill anybody in the process or yourself. So that's a very serious concern there. I'll show you the new one I got over here. And like I say, I didn't even bother asking about the recall because that didn't matter to me. Kind of irrelevant. I needed one either way. Whether I had to pay for it or it was free, didn't care. So I didn't bother asking about it. But this is the new one. As you can see, it is greasable on both ends. And this end goes on the steering there. And it is a fixed joint on this end. So the only way you can adjust it is by taking this end loose and turning it, which the other one was basically the same way, because you can't rotate this rod anyway because it's offset like it is to clear. So anyway, you just got to take the other one off and set it beside this one or measure it and adjust this length to the right length, or else your steering wheel will be off one way or the other. And that's a little annoying driving down the road with your steering wheel turn one side, so you may have to take one end of it loose there where it goes on the axle. If it's off a little bit after you first drive it, turn it whichever way it needs to go and try again. So anyway, let's get this put on here. All right, so you just take some dikes like this right here, side cutters, whatever you call them, and that's what I use anyway to get this little keeper bent out of the way to where you can pull it out. Just like that. We'll do the same thing at the axle end, and we'll take the nuts off. Alright guys, I got the clips off. I turned the axle, turn the wheels to the left so you can get in there a lot better. As you can see, a lot more accessible. And I'm just going to take the nuts off there and take it loose. You would think the new one would come with nuts, but it does not. So I guess we'll be reusing these. I do not have a pickle fork, but hopefully we'll have some success with this air hammer here, and the vibration will knock it loose, hopefully. Alright guys, so if you just turn the wheel to the left right there, it'll come right out of there. You're supposed to have a pickle fork attachment that will separate that. I don't have one. It's like split and goes in between here and the ball joint, or rod end, whichever you want to call it. And I don't have one of those. They make one for the air hammer as well that'll split it and pop it out. But sometimes you can get them hitting with a hammer, and the jar will knock them loose. That one there was being a little contrary. There's not a real good place to get a swing on it. I know I'll probably catch some flack for that, for doing it that way, but we'll get the job done and get the new one put on here. And we're going to compare the length of this one to the new one and set it up. I went ahead and tore the dust seal, the grease seal off of this so you could see the joint in there. And it liked a little while before it got to the point of separating. But you can definitely tell there's not really any grease in there. It doesn't look like there's been any grease in there for quite some time. And, it's definitely got a lot of wear in it. So, we're going to go ahead and put this new one on here, get it lined up the same length here, and measure it and try to get the steering wheel correct. You got to have the wheels turned to the left in order to put this up on here. And, right in there just like that. We'll put the nut on that one. want to turn this one up, put it here. You can also adjust it this way as well after you get it close. We'll have to unscrew it some more. We'll get this pulled up in here so that we get a correct measurement as best as we can. Just don't have any slop in it there. So we'll have to unscrew this until that goes in that hole right there. You want to make sure you got sufficient thread. Right here, there's a slit where this bolt clamps down. You want to make sure you got sufficient threads in here that it's not going to pull out. All right, guys, that's that. Everything's on there all tightened up. I'm tired. I want to get this one last job done before I went to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm about to go hit the shower and the bed. We'll see you guys next time.